Hello, Horizon Scholars. It is me again. It is your math teacher. And here I am ready to show you a little application for place value. I realized I said I would show you where place value is in the real world, and I am about to tell you a couple of things where you might see place value. So let's think about a speed limit sign, right? Let me see if I can find a speed limit sign for you right now. Speed limit. Hmm. So we have a speed limit sign that says 80. Right? So we understand that this spot right here, if you can see that, that is what we call the ones place. And so there is no one, there is a zero. We are then see the 8 in the tens place. Therefore, that means it's 80. So if the 8 is in the tens place, it is really essentially saying 10 times that number. If there is a 1 in that spot, a zero in that space is 1 times that number. So we've got 8 times 10, because it's in the 10 spot, is 80. 1 times 0 is 0. So that means that's 80. What about other numbers? Let's see. Hmm. Hmm. Here's another interstate sign, 495, right? Which, say to yourself, which, this is a game you can play in the car. Which number is in the tens position? Yes, right, 9. Cool, you got that one. What number is in the ones position? Five. I know you're reflecting here. What about the hundreds? The four. So what we can see here, we have 495. Remember, so 400 is in 100, so we take that by 4 times 100 is 400. 9 times 10 is 90. And 5 times 1 is 5. Let's see. Let's see if we can find something else in the real world. Hmm. What about? Here you go. This is a clever one because it deals with some decimal points. So we have 99. Remember, our 9 is in the tens place, our 9 is in the ones place, and 99 cents. So when we think about cents, there is actually a decimal point that goes in between. So in our tens place, right, you will see that is the tenths. So 9, and that is the thousands, right? Hundreds. So it's kind of different when you look at decimals. Let's see what else. Let's see if you can find another sign real quick. How about this one? Which number is in the thousand spot, right? The 6, right? 6,358. 6,358. But why do we use like thousands and tens and hundreds? What is the purpose? Well, think about our math. When we're doing a huge math problem, say 475 times 350, right? That's a hard math problem. We would have to do work, but we can use our we can use our place value, what we learned about place value, um, to help us solve that problem. We can break that problem down. Or when we're talking about writing big numbers out, we can break it down and like, okay, well, this is 400 and plus 70 plus 5. Okay, that gives us 475, right? So we can break down these numbers. It can help us when we are trying to round. When somebody tells you to round something to the nearest hundreds, if the number is 4 50, they say around it to the nearest hundreds. Okay, what would that be? 500? Yeah, right. Or if the number is 478 and they tell you to round it to the nearest tenth, that'll be 480. So we use it so many place values in so many different ways. And we see it so much in our life. We see it so much around us when we're at the store, we're on the road. Look at the interstate signs. So we see that. That's the purpose of place value. We can place those numbers in our head. So I would encourage you today to look out in your neighborhood and be like, where do I see place value? Maybe it's at the store. Maybe it's on the road. And then show your parents or your little brothers or sisters, whoever they are, what those numbers mean. Stay tuned for a place value game.